Okay, so what we have here is just the shell of a turtle. And so this whole part is called the carapace. And the carapace, as we can see, have individual scutes on them. And we can look at the scutes. If we start at the front of the animal, at the anterior, we see that there is one scute right here at the front, and that is called the neutral scute. Moving from that one straight across the back, these are all vertebral scutes because they go along the vertebrae. Okay? The ones that come down from that are called costal scutes. And you can see how they outline, even with the light. Along the edge are the marginal scutes. Okay? If I turn it over and look at the ventral surface, I see that again, starting anteriorly, these two scutes here are called the gular scutes, then the humoral, pectoral, abdominal, femoral, and anal. And the names are the same either side. Now, different species of turtles and tortoises have different arrangements of those scutes, and sometimes in different numbers. So here is the shell of a desert tortoise. This is a protected species in our area here in California. And so this is a very old specimen. But I see, okay, some of the scutes are missing. The scutes are actually part of the skin. And underneath that scute is bone. And so you can't, that's a hard part of the skin, but you can't drill through it or damage it. Any damage you do to the scute, you're going to do to the underlying bone. Okay, so we see that our neutral scute is missing, but that I can count back and I can look at all the vertebral scutes, nice and clear, a little clearer than on the slider in my opinion. Off the side, these are all the costal scutes. And then around the edge are the marginal scutes. I turn my specimen over, and he's got some string because he used to be hung up, and that's how we hung him up without damaging him. But let's take a look here. Okay, so look at this. A very different shape to that gular scute than humoral, pectoral, abdominal, femoral, and anal. Okay, so the scutes are all still there, just different shapes and different ways it's delineated. We can see growth rings on a desert tortoise, but we can't necessarily age any turtle or tortoise based on those growth rings that happen because they're often getting worn off on the top. But you can learn something about their nutrition by looking at the growth pattern of their scutes. That's it.